From the heart of Montana, this is Big Sky, Small World, Carroll College's student podcast.
Big sky, small world, like a mountain high Montana. Took it to the big sky.
We are the eSports team. We just finished our season, so we thought we'd do a little discussion, tell you guys how it went. I'm Paxton. I'm a junior on the team.
I'm Ben. I'm a sophomore on the team.
I'm Jasmine. I'm a freshman on the team.
And I'm Camille. I'm a senior on the team.
Yeah, so we just played our final match. We went 10-0. We won everything pretty much. You know, Ben called it like week 2 that we would go undefeated, win championship, and we did it. I guess, like, do you guys want to talk about your experience this season, especially some of you guys, you new guys?
Yeah, I know it was a huge change from last season. Like, I was not expecting to do this well, to be entirely honest. When I joined the team last semester, I don't know, it kind of seemed like it was in shambles, to be honest. Like, not to be negative at all, but I walked in, there was like, I don't know, like 2 or 3 people who we were rotating in and out for like DPS, and I just, like, I don't know.
Yeah. No, we were. Last season was tough. But I mean, got to rise from the ashes, you know, turn it around. It makes it feel that much better that we like went from a rough season last season to being like untouchable this year. Yeah,
it was a huge turnaround. But I know we're going to have some difficulties next season because we're losing 2 of our best players in Camille and Steven, who is sadly not here. He's already graduated, Unk status.
He's gone, bro.
Yeah.
He's gone.
Well, he'll still be the coach next year, right?
Yeah, Steven's the coach.
He'll still be coaching us, which honestly, like, Steven's coaching is like probably the #1 reason we were able to do as well as we did. Like, I think all of us individually improved, like, a lot. I don't know, so much just from the things Steven has taught us.
Yeah, doing all the, like, individual VOD reviews. Like, even with both captains and stuff, I definitely think it helped. Especially, it's definitely, like you were saying, it's definitely a change from last season. For sure, the improvement on every key aspect, like communication, just, like, aspects of the game itself, with our like rotations and actually knowing what we're doing, and just yeah,
I know Steven as a coach, like, he seems super nitpicky, but honestly, when we were doing those like later VOD reviews, like later in the season, like the fact that he was like nitpicking my gameplay so much and like the tiny details, it just kind of showed like how much he had helped me improve throughout the season. Like, I know when I first joined and I first did a review session with Steven, it was like, Ben, what are you doing? That was the dumbest thing I've ever seen. I can't believe you make this play. And then it's like, fast forward, a few months, and it's like, Ben, this tiny millisecond right here,
Yeah.
You need to do this instead of this, and then we would have maybe won this. It's like, oh.
That was worth it.
Yeah.
We all had to go through that. It was worth it, I think.
Honestly.
Yeah,
even though it sucked
I don't know. The walkouts were pretty rough.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my
Yeah,
gosh.
Well, thankfully, we did like, only once or twice, I think?
Yeah, the practice.
It was like 2 hours.
Two
No, it
hours
was like
sitting there doing, where is a good position? For like 2 hours.
But hey, we all went to Costco after.
Oh, yeah,
it
we
was
did,
worth
we
it.
did.
It was worth it, honestly.
I feel like the good thing, or the thing that feels good with Steven VOD reviews is like when you're first doing VOD reviews with him, he'll pause it every like 3 seconds and just like light you up. And then at the end of the year, he'll like it's just a victory when he watches a full fight and then he's like, no, I don't think there's anything you could have done. And you're just like, let's go.
Yeah, it's like even one that you lose, he'll be like, oh, nah, that someone else screwed up. That's not on you, bro. It's like, yes.
The thing with the VOD reviews too is when like Steve, like, I don't know, sometimes Steven tells you stuff and I'm like, bro, this guy has no idea what he's talking about. And then he'll like go in free cam and like go through a wall and be like, if you would have positioned here, then we'll see what happens. And he'll like play it and like all 4 people would just like hunker right down, ready to just get like obliterated. And it's like, oh, I could have won the entire fight by myself if I would have listened to Steven.
Yeah. But when you do something nice and tell you like you did a good job, that's one of the best feeling ever, I
Oh
think.
my gosh,
You're
dude.
like, oh yeah,
I
good
think
job.
the first time I got
Thank
like
you.
a good
Like
job,
one
that
or
was a
two
good
good
play
jobs I
from
got.
Steven. Yeah.
Like makes your night.
Dude, the first time I got that compliment from Steven, I've never felt more
That
proud
does
of
not
myself.
happen. Stop lying.
It did okay, listen, no, it did happen. Especially during national championship. I got a couple of those and I was pretty happy.
Oh,
with
yeah.
that.
The rest of us,
Yeah,
Paxton,
yeah.
we got good.
See, I don't know
what
about
you were
you,
doing.
but at least
Yeah.
us supports did pretty good.
No, you guys clutched up in the finals. I mean, like, that's something we could talk about the finals because I think even people who like watched it, because we had a good viewership for that. I don't think people understand kind of what goes into those. But watching the VOD back a few times, like the support play was just criminally good. Like it was so great. Like we just, every play opportunity that we could have from the supports we were making, like everybody was so stable. You guys like were never dying. I mean, you guys should just talk about like what your mindset was going in.
Oh man, like I was just, the main thing was I knew like the better players on the other team weren't the supports. They were their DPS and their tank. So the main thing I kept in mind was not necessarily challenging like a DPS who was like way worse than me. It was more about I needed to stay alive. Like that was the number one thing. I just worried about staying alive the whole time. And then when I did have a little bit of space, a little bit of free time, like Camille like stops a dive or something, or like gave me a few seconds to like think, I was able to then like throw out a big sleep dart, throw out a big nade. Like that is when I made those big differences, is when I focused on staying alive the whole time, and then I was given like a few opportunities to make big plays.
Yeah.
I think it's kind of the same way with me, honestly, especially when it came to like reses and stuff. Because I know at the beginning of the season, like I was like just going for every single res I saw. Whether listen, look, I improved.
1v5 res Steven? Oh yeah.
Hey, okay, we did
Like,
that
go,
one
Steven,
game
do
and
your
we ended
thing.
up winning.
Okay,
Okay,
Steven, have fun. 1v5.
Yeah, go do your thing, Steven. Go win.
But by the end of the season, I definitely think it's something that I feel like has made a huge impact, especially for the championship when like Camille died or like when Paxton died or something, you know, just being able to pull that off. But also just like the timing of doing it, because at first I would just go for it as soon as I saw them die. But eventually with the VOD reviews with Steven, he would tell me like tricks and what to look for when going for these like big reses, or, you know, just even positioning with Guardian Angel and everything, like where it should go. And even it was like that with you, Paxton, with doing the VOD review of like where I should be while in Guardian Angel, doing my flow and stuff. And I definitely just like prioritizing staying alive, just like what Ben was saying. I know that's like one of our biggest things is having to do as a support is staying alive. And so it's just having spatial awareness on like where everybody's at, where's our team at, where's their team at, where are we positioned, where are they positioned, and just being more aware of the game and the setting than like just where I'm at.
Yeah, definitely a lot of work. And I think that's one fun thing was like Mercy seems like such just like a brainless character, but then once you actually like work in how to be a good Mercy, there's so much that goes into it. It's like, huge improvement. Camille, not Kemley, bro. Camille. This year, so this is a decision that me and Steven made kind of at the start of the year, was that Camille was going to play damage and was going to play Cass. Like me and Steven kind of just like made him play a character and gave him probably the biggest responsibility on the team, which is be the bodyguard of the supports, you know, like let our team not crumble. Camille, you want to talk about that transition and that learning curve? Because, I mean, at the end of the year, our supports were like, they had like a bodyguard, like, you know, they get dope.
Bro, I was living in a mansion at the end of
the year. Wait, who's that one like YouTuber has like 8? It's like Jack Doherty or something. He's got like 9 bodyguards, bro.
I don't know.
Dude, I'm so brain rotted.
No, so at first I wanted to like actually stop playing video games when I graduated high school, and I did it for 3 years. I did not touch my computer once, and then I came to Carroll and I thought, you know what, I'll join the eSports team, but just like to play casually, make friends and all that. At first I did not want to play competitive Overwatch, but for some reason I ended up in it. And I told them I can play tank, I can play support. Yeah, you'll be DPS. Thank you, but no thanks. I can't. But I did anyway. I think I went from, I don't know. I had never played DPS before. It was really fun to learn, really difficult, that's for sure. And no, I feel like it was really nice. We played a lot band together. It was like to play together as a team and just like protect you. And I feel like that worked really great and really showed off during the championship. Cause like you didn't even die once, I think, or maybe once or twice, and same for myself.
We had a couple matches where I didn't die at all, pretty sure.
In the championship?
Crazy.
Yeah.
That's a roll.
I think that one on on King's Row. I think no one died on that except maybe you once. I think.
I think
That's
Max
it.
twice,
Oh, I died
Yeah.
once.
I res them. I remember.
Yeah, no,
I
I
died a
died
lot.
once and came back to that ult on top. That's the only time I died in that game. So I think we did really great together. And
Camille actually hit the craziest ult in the finals. The double high noon to stall point on Kings was crazy.
That was so good.
Have you guys watched the VOD when the announcers are just like, they're like, from the top row,
Yeah.
come in.
When we were rewatching that, Steven was like, "Why were you up there?"
Yeah, all of us are like, oh, fight's
Get up
over.
there.
All of a sudden,
It's high noon.
no, yeah, because from point's like a really long way to go all the way on top. So I think I died, and when I was coming back, I just saw upstairs. I thought, you know what? Maybe I'll just go up there and see like window.
Take the scenic route.
Yeah, exactly. 'Cause, like I've never been there. It's pretty, you know, like in the room and all that. So I walked up there. I'm looking on point. Like 5 people. I'm okay. Well, it's like Winston like drop his shield like a second after.
yeah.
So, well, we lost the point, but it was really close.
And it stalled it for another like 40 seconds too, because Steven was nanoed and it allowed Steven to re-enter the fight.
Yeah.
So I guess we could shift gears a little bit. Let's talk about next year, because us three, we're gonna be here next year. So, I guess like as a just a top level thing, the first goal is just kind of get our teams assembled for next year, because we've got some players, we've got some interest, but I think mainly with like Rivals, Overwatch, and Fortnite, it's time to get working. So I guess what do you guys have some ideas on like what we're gonna do for next year?
Oh
man.
gosh, I don't know.
I think
Invest in repo.
Invest
Schedule one.
in competitive
Schedule
repo.
one, competitive, bro.
Schedule one repo.
yeah, I think the number one thing we need to focus on is just like, I don't know, anytime we hear like someone like playing Overwatch or Rivals, like, hey, why don't you just show up once? Show up to a practice or two. Like, try it out, see if it interests you at all. Like, I know most teams normally they really focus heavily on recruiting freshmen, because then those people will stay there for a while. But I truly believe that there's tons of people at Carroll who are playing games, probably at a fairly high level, that just maybe don't know like a whole lot about the team, maybe are a little shy to like say hi or like try to join or anything, or they just maybe don't have that sort of information at all. So I think we really need to, at least this year, focus on outreaching to everyone, not just freshmen.
Yeah,
And
no,
then,
absolutely.
Like, hopefully, if next year goes well, like we have teams for Rivals, Overwatch, like Fortnite, maybe some other games. After that, then that's when we would shift maybe to recruiting mostly freshmen. But I think next year we just gotta hammer it hard and like try to spread the word like everywhere.
Yeah, that's a great plan. I think it's tough sometimes to get people to give it a shot, and most people who go down and just try it once join the team. Like, we actually have a really good retention rate once people try. But yeah, like if you're listening to this and you are interested at all, like just send us a message or come down. Like, we can even just like let you go in there. You don't have to come to a full team practice. I mean, most people when they show up once want to stay and want to join a team and have a lot of fun with it, and you will get a lot better really fast.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Playing in a 5-stack with like coaches, yeah, you get good fast.
Yeah, you mentioned it's open to every games too. Just as
Yeah.
long as you're motivated and have other people that are interested, you can just play any game. So like League of Legends, or no, maybe you mentioned like Rocket Leagues once if people are interested, or
Yeah, and the team will,
games, really.
fully sponsor your team. Like, if you want to start a league team or a Rocket League team or COD or literally any game with a competitive scene, like even if you want to speed run, like you want to become like do speed running for a game and you can like do that competitively, like we'll sponsor anything. We'll give you the equipment, we'll give you the registration fees, like all of that. We just need people to come show up, and you never know, you might win a championship and be like a kind of pseudo celebrity. It's kind of weird. Like, people come up to us, they're like, "Hey, I know you guys are the esports team." Whoa.
Yeah.
Wow. I mean,
We
sorry,
went 10-0 and all of a sudden people know
my
about
pen
us.
ran out of ink,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
can't do any more signings today.
No, I think just to put out there, I guess one of the best ways to reach out to us right now currently is our Instagram, which I know during Club Fair next year, for all the people that are attending Carroll, will most likely for sure be there. We are going to have flyers and signups and everything that shows all of our media and everything. We have past streams, so if anyone's interested to watch our past streams just to see like our gameplay, just like how we play, just for fun even, you can definitely reach out, honestly.
Yeah,
Because
absolutely.
we've already had a few people here and there reach out. So.
yeah, and you already did something really nice last year in the club fair. It was
Oh,
like
yeah.
the projector and anything. I was like, oh, they're playing Overwatch.
Yeah, that's kind of what kind of what brought me to the team
Me
is
too.
my roommate definitely, like, one was like, hey, we have an esports team. And I was like, no way. So when I saw the projector of Overwatch, I was like, oh my gosh, I'm just learning this game. So that's kind of what I was like, oh, cool, sweet.
Well, next year we'll have our games.
Yeah.
I'll actually have our, like, we can have our VODs up there with our announcers and stuff.
And like be proud of it, yeah.
Yeah, we can. That'll be a lot of fun.
Yeah, that would be really cool.
Instead of having the VODs up there, and we lose 0-3.
Well, we just put pro VODs up last year at the club fair.
Oh, pro
Oh,
VODs.
well,
It was like
Yeah.
it was like OWCS biggest plays or something.
Oh, I think I remember watching it last year, and I was like, that's our
Wait,
team.
really? Oh,
Yeah, false advertising.
I don't think
there's
I
no way.
actually knew that. 'Cause,
wait, who's the one guy that plays Doom? That's crazy. It's like the really famous Doom YouTuber.
No.
Because I think he was in a lot of it. It was like
I have no
the one
idea.
dude who like
like,
owned OWCS's Genji was like his clips. It's like, bro, he came to Carroll.
yeah, really?
Yeah, next year we're signing Necros. Or we're signing Hadi from Europe. EU tank number 1.
Oh, that would be another like interesting idea. Like, this maybe isn't necessarily as practical with like esports or like how we would necessarily outreach to like high school players. But like if we did some sort of signing for like good high school players that like wanted to play esports here, I think that would be like a really fun event to do.
Yeah, we've had some people in high school reach out to us. They've asked us if they could join the esports team or what the esports team is like. So yeah, now the only thing is we have to become like officially recognized by the athletic department, and we don't know when that's gonna happen.
Well, now you have your championship on your
Yeah.
side, so
I
that might be
suppose
we
easier.
do- we do
if
have
we
it.
did like
Like, have
an
some
official
leverage.
signing, yes, but like we could still do some sort of event where
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
we just recognize, hey, these people are coming and they're like masters, so
Oh, kind of like an intro thing or something. That would
Just
be
like we start like hunting down like Overwatch players, like bros in like 8th grade. It's like in 5 years.
we're just yeah, we're just playing like
Play Genji
random
every
games,
day for the next
asking
6 years.
asking everyone in chat like, yo, are you from Helena, Montana? Do
every.
you play Overwatch? What is your rank?
Yeah, here's the link to our
Ron,
Instagram.
never
Where
mind.
do you live?
What is your social security number and your blood type?
Here's my Discord. Please send me a message.
Please hit me up. Please hit me up. Just like begging, bro. Mercy, please.
No,
Oh my
Text me.
No.
that's crazy.
All right. Well, is there anything else you guys want to say?
Check out our team. We're pretty cool. I
Yeah,
think.
please join.
Yeah.
And we do other things than just Overwatch, I promise. We do other things outside of the game room too,
And it's
so we're
really
not
fun.
just like rotting in the room all the time.
Schedule 1.
Schedule one,
Repo,
Repo,
Hot
Springs.
Springs.
Oh yeah, Hot
Costco.
Springs. That's pretty
Costco
cool.
dates.
Costco.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
Yeah. We do a lot of stuff outside the team. Just outside the game room at least, just as a team. So no.
Yeah, and one other small thing, like, if there's anyone out there who thought about joining the esports team, it's like, oh, they just won a national championship. Like, they probably won't do anything, say anything, or, like, give me the time of day. Like, no, absolutely join. If it doesn't matter if you, like, have never touched a computer before. If you're interested, like, there's definitely a space for you on the team somewhere, somehow. Like, whatever game you want to play, like, as long as we can, like, get enough people to, like, make a little competitive group, like, it doesn't matter how good
Yeah.
you are. It's just about like having fun and playing games at the
Yeah.
end of the day.
Yeah, and we'll work with you. Like, I mean, when I joined the team as a freshman, I'd never even played Overwatch, played a computer game ever, and yeah.
Look at him
with
now.
Coaching, you get better.
Yeah.
And I mean, like,
Even-
even all of us, we like improved full like skill tiers this season. Like,
Yeah, look
Really a
at
lot.
Jasmine. She's like can still
Yeah.
play Mercy.
Okay, listen.
I know she's not like bronze 5 anymore.
Okay. Look, okay. Anyway, besides the point.
Bro is speechless.
Got her flustered.
Besides the
Mercy.
point.
I got 18 legendary skins though.
I actually do. That's the sad part.
Oh my goodness.
But I was just gonna talk about like even for my own personal experience. If you haven't touched keyboard or mouse, they will definitely teach you. Right now, I'm on controller, but I'm trying to transition and move on from.
Trying, bro.
I
like
am.
One game. It was
I did-
like,
okay.
controller, where are you? I need to be able
Look,
to.
I've been playing
aim on
controller
Mercy.
since I was like 6.
Yeah.
Okay. But
You don't even aim on Mercy. Why do you need to like practice with the
Battle Mercy then.
yeah, Battle Mercy, bro.
She's a battle mercy.
Have you
Since
seen
when?
me in
Every
Stadium?
time I nano you, you explode.
Have you seen me?
Hey, Stadium, bro.
Stadium.
Yeah, have you seen me in
Speaking of
Stadium?
Stadium, we should go play some Stadium.
We should.
Yes.
Wait,
should.
actually, no, I'm going
I
to
agree.
Bozeman. Sorry, guys.
Bruh.
I'll be here. I'll be here tomorrow.
Saturday, dude, we should Saturday night. We should play
Saturday
some
night.
crazy Stadium. We'll get
Let's
Steven
all.
down there.
Yeah.
All right,
See?
I'm popping in real quick. I am Hana Honemann. I am the team coordinator. I am Jasmine's roommate that was like, oh, yo, they have an eSports team. And I'm the one that kind of like threw Jasmine at them and said good luck. And then accidentally got roped in also. But I just kind of like do little nitpicky things around the team. And I thought I'd say, like, if you do just want to be part of the team and not play esports games and stuff, you can just come and join me. We can do media stuff, or we can just find other ways to expand the team and have fun. Hey, you can also play our new esports Minecraft server. Am I right?
No.
No, what do you mean
Did
no?
you actually pay for a realm?
No, I didn't pay for a realm, but
did.
there's
The
Ben got
team
it.
credit card paid for that.
Club buns.
funds, but yeah, maybe just as like a little world, we can just build something instead and just have a small group thing just to remember
Yeah.
this year. That's it. But
Yeah.
that's my 2 cents.
Yeah, thank you, Hana. That was great. Okay, well, thanks everybody for talking to us. Thanks for listening. Yeah, like we said, there's plenty of ways to contact us. Come get involved. It's a lot of fun. And winning is really fun. Like, it's actually really
Oh
fun.
my gosh, yes.
It's so rewarding.
When
yeah.
you hold
really
a trophy,
is,
it
yeah.
just feels right. It just feels right.
We got a national trophy.
When we
that
destroy
people
other
can hold.
teams and make them instantly block us on Overwatch and Discord.
Oh my
and
God.
play
Oh,
Flash.
what it did?
Dude, the 2 supports in the finals game, they blocked me like instantly
On,
after
like,
the game. And their coach
Overwatch?
unadded Steven on the spot. Like, game ended, unadded.
Oh, on Discord?
Yeah, Steven was like
Diff.
talking to him for like weeks, like in preparation.
No, but dude, I went to go look at like their ranks after the game because I was just kind of like reminiscing or whatever. And I was like, why can't I like even see their name? They blocked me. Both the supports blocked me.
Bro, we're in
They
their
killed me.
heads. In their
It's
heads.
because every time they would get out of position, I'd just be like, yeah, I'm a damage boosted Sojourn. This is my right click.
Dude, imagine like losing a national championship game and then you have to go back to school in Michigan. Like, that's crazy.
Well,
bro.
and yeah, like Ben, you were saying earlier, they didn't have Monday off because the game was on Monday, so we had Easter Monday off.
Oh,
so
that's
we
right.
literally were playing Overwatch
All
We
day,
did, like,
yeah. We
3
went to the room at, like,
practices
9 a.m.
before the game. Bro, they're like in their engineering courses, like
They just got done with like a test or something and they're like, oh.
they are not thinking about positioning. They are writing a paper. And we're in there just grinding, getting ready.
Yeah, bro, in between the matches, they're like doing their math
Yeah.
homework or something.
While they're waiting to respawn, they're doing like integrals and stuff, bro. I'm just dead the whole game, bro. I might as well get it done. Yeah. Okay, well,
That was
thanks,
really
guys.
fun.
Yeah.
Thanks, everyone.
Took her to the big sky.
Big Sky Small World is sponsored by the Carroll College Communications Center.
Helping the Carroll and Helena communities with presentations, multimedia, and podcasting since 2020.
Find us in the library or email Director Alan Hansen at ahansen@carroll.edu.
Took her to the big sky.
My name is Paxton Sheppard. I'm a junior here at Carroll College. I'm a political science major. I'd like to go to law school. That's my goal.
Oh, cool.
But for the esports team, right now I'm the manager for the team. So if you've seen anything about the team, whether that's advertising, our Instagram page, our Twitch posters, that's all kind of what I do for the team. And then our other manager, his name is Steven Sanders. He is the more like coach and strategist and the one who deals with all the competition stuff. And I also play on the team.
Okay,
So,
that's
yeah.
cool. So you handle more of like the media side of the team?
Yeah, that's why I'm the one on the podcast, not Steven.
Okay, very cool. Well, I guess that answers my first question then. For the record, can you state which game your team currently plays competitively?
So right now I play on the Overwatch team and I play on the chess team.
Okay.
In the past, we've had tons of different teams. We've had like League of Legends and Rocket League. Pretty much any esport game that you can think of out there. We've had a team in the past, but we are open to be playing anything. It just depends on what people want to play there on the team.
Okay. How did you get introduced to Overwatch and chess, I suppose?
Actually, chess is a little different. I've been playing chess since I was like very, very young. And chess has a huge esports scene. So when I joined the esports team, I was like, man, we got to start playing chess. But Overwatch, I was actually introduced to it through the team when I was a freshman. My first semester at Carroll, somebody named Brady, who was like, he was a senior and he kind of took me under his wing a little bit. He invited me to come play down in the esports room and just try it out. And I'd never touched Overwatch in my life. And I was so awful at it. It was horrible. But from then on, I joined the team and they worked with me and they coached me up. And now I'm an adequate player, at least. I play a good role on the team now and the team's successful. We win games. So, Overwatch has been a bit of a journey here, but especially through the teaching of Steven. Steven, he's 1 year above me. So he was already the coach as a sophomore when I joined, just because he's very, very good. And he's really helped me develop into a strong player.
Okay. Wow. That's really cool.
Yeah.
What's your favorite part of being a member of the team?
That's hard. Well, being a member is a lot of work, but I feel like it's rewarding because it is fun just to kind of hang out with my friends. Like, I'm friends with the esports team players. I like them. We get to practice, and our practices are just like seriously playing a game that we enjoy playing with people we enjoy to be like being around. But for a best moment, it's got to be when we win games. It's just like the whole night is amazing because after we win a game, everybody, like stands up from the computers and we're all being like this big hoorah moment, and it's super exciting and it's fun. And the streamers are talking about our cool win, and we get to all watch the stream back together and see what the commentators said about it during the game. So those are probably the best moments. The wins make it all, like all the actual like annoying grindy work and practicing, it makes it all worth it.
Yeah, I could definitely see that. I haven't played I haven't been involved in esports at all, but I have been involved in like volleyball and basketball. And it's kind of after winning that big game, you just, it pumps you right up.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, like I've played sports in the past. I get that some people might think like esports, you guys aren't even putting in work. You're just sitting down there playing video games. But I mean, we do a lot of like studying beyond just like sitting down and playing the game. Like we study the metas in games, and we talk about strategy with each other. And one of the things that Steven really likes that the team maybe doesn't like as much is we do something called a VOD review, where we watch the replays of people's point of views in games. And Steven just like obliterates us for every error we've ever made. Like if we think the wrong thing during it, he'll be like just getting honest about it. So we put in a lot of time to get our minds right and to get our strategy right and to really fine tune how we play. So yeah, when we win, we get like that kind of similar to a sports feeling where it's like, yeah, it was all worth it. This is, it's very exciting.
That critiquing method, does that help like benefit you in practicing, kind of pointing out where you need work the most, or can it what's the right word? Can it kind of break down the motivation to play?
Yeah, I think so. I think the critiquing method is sometimes difficult for us because Steven really lets us have it. Especially the our top team. We try to, with new players, just to like get them involved and build up the fundamental skills. And so, telling somebody to not do like this very basic thing, it's a lot easier just to be like, hey, here's this basic thing that you probably didn't know about yet. Let us like walk you through and kind of talk to you how to play. It's like, I guess like in football, like if there's somebody staring at you and they're standing right where you're going to throw the ball, don't throw the ball there. But for our higher team, it's a lot more specific. And the game that I play, which is Overwatch, there's so much stuff going on and so many things that you have to be managing at the same time that you're at any moment making like 5 or 6 decisions all at the same time. And Steven is so good at breaking down all of those decisions and being like, okay, you may have made these 4 right, but why are you, instead of walking to the left right now so that you're prepared for the next 30 seconds, why aren't you walking to the right and doing like this very specific different thing? Or like you should have reacted, half a second sooner to this thing that the opponent did so that we could respond better, because 15 seconds later, because you responded late to that, we lose this fight, or we, are in a bad position. So Yeah, definitely the VOD reviews are good because there's a lot of fine tuning when it comes to esports. It's really all games are won and lost in the margins.
Mhm.
You don't lose because you're just like making these very obvious mistakes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. How important is communication during like gameplay, and how does your team kind of train in this area? Just communicating back and forth.
Yeah, that's a really good question. That's a very,
Thank
very
you.
good question. I feel like esports is one where communication is very, very prominent. Like in other sports, people talk, and
Mhm.
like your quarterback is doing audibles, or baseball players are talking about outs or something, or whatever's going on. But in esports, we're communicating the entire game. Like there is never a down moment where our comms or like our voice channel that we're all in is not saying something. And that's something that we actually have to train a lot, because there are certain things that you shouldn't be saying because they're not valuable enough to be clogging up like the communications.
Mhm.
And there are certain things that you have to be saying. So everybody during the game is talking and saying something, and everybody actually has different things that they're supposed to be saying. So Steven is our tank player, which means he plays way up in front, and he is making call outs or talking about what's the other team doing. He's tracking their abilities that they've used or their ultimates they have, the positioning they're in. Me and Camille, who is the other damage player, we're making kind of the middle call outs. So we're talking about, okay, who should we single out? Who should we like rotate for? Do we need extra help because we're going to go make like an aggressive play? And the people in the very back, they're making all of our like big picture defensive call outs, which is our support players. So
Mhm.
if somebody's flanking around to the left, they've got to listen to their headphones and tell everybody like, to the left, we have this character, or this person's flanking to the right, or watch out for this push that's going to happen. So everybody is conveying information literally the entire game. Like there is never a down moment, which it is very difficult to train that, because sometimes people are saying things they don't need to be saying or aren't saying the right things. So last season, one of our big focuses was communication. And our first game last week, our communication was spot on. And it really translates. Like you can see that last season we were struggling in a lot of our games. We're having a lot of close finishes. We weren't ever really like taking charge of matches. This season we are communicating strongly, and it's just we're unbeatable when it comes to that part of the game. Like people can't penetrate our backline because we're just communicating so well.
Thank you. That's really good. Yeah. So I'm really happy to hear that. I was just about to ask about how well the game went last Wednesday.
Yeah, it went very, very, very well.
Good.
It was very clean. And I think that is the biggest thing, because our team, so this is our 4th season competing for Overwatch. And
Mhm.
our team has like this weird theme where we're just very like scrappy. Like we don't win games cleanly, but we're a good team because we can scrap better than other people. So when everything kind of falls apart, we are just a team that can make like the big moment consistently in these fights and turn it around. But that's not a very consistent winning strategy. Like we win games and we do well just because we can like kind of scrape by. We can like just get there. But this game was different, where instead of playing that kind of scrappy style, we just came out and we were like, okay, we're going to take charge from the very first moment. And we took charge and we didn't make dumb errors. We kept it very clean and we just coasted to a win just on, not making errors, like I said. So it's this year's been a very good feeling of not having to be the like underdog, scrappy team that's always coming back.
Right.
We were the one that got to set the tone. So, and we're hoping tonight is no different. We're hoping we can keep that going.
Yeah. When is the game tonight?
Tonight, it will be at 7 p.m. Mountain Time. There is a live stream that is in Simperman Hall Auditorium every Wednesday at 7. So if anybody wants to come watch the game live, or you can follow us at Twitch at CC eSports _. That's our Twitch channel. There's also a YouTube channel that we live stream the games on starting this week. Last week, we didn't live stream it because we were just focused on the Twitch. And that is Carroll _eSports. And you can also find like anything information wise about the team just on our Instagram, which I know the main Carroll Instagram will like post stories about us on there. So you could catch us on there, but if you want to just find us directly, it's Carroll _eSports.
All right. Very cool. Do you have a good feeling about this season then?
Yeah, we are very excited. The team, like if you had to set a like under over, like a betting odds thing for the team winning a championship this year and just going all the way through 10-0, man, I don't know. I think I think most people on the team would probably bet for that we're going to go get 10 wins, that we're going to get through this regular season undefeated. Maybe, like the only game that we're thinking could be one of those games that we could lose and play well and, put up a good fight, but maybe just get bested would be against Pittsburgh State. We play them week 5, and they're a solid team. They're a team that we've kind of just got to see how they play the rest of the season to prepare for them. But if we can get through them, we're expecting to kind of clean up this regular season. We're the strongest team in our league. It's pretty clear. As long as we're playing clean, we're going to get there. And then once the playoffs come around, you never know. The playoffs is like any sport or like any game. You never know what can happen on any given day in the playoffs. But we're expecting to, have a good run in the playoffs. Hopefully, the strongest team really that we could face this season would be LSU. And, we're probably going to have to play them in the playoffs to get a championship. So that's the game that we're looking forward to, but we're trying not to overlook the rest of the season. So, high expectations though. High expectations.
All right.
Yeah. In April, we could be playing a championship game.
Wow.
100%.
Okay.
Yeah, 100%.
I really wish you guys luck with that. It sounds really exciting. So high hopes.
It'd be great.
For you personally, you said you wanted to go to law school after Carroll. Do you want to, let's say, all of the esports thing works out and you just absolutely fall in love with it. Do you want to pursue a career in esports, whether it be management or playing?
I'm probably not good enough to ever play professionally. I feel like I'm not too bad. Like at a college level, I can have fun and compete, but yeah, those professional players get crazy. Like
They
at
do.
the world stage, it's like, whoa, those players are very, very, very strong. But yeah, I would totally be interested in jumping into the scene. I think esports is kind of like a fringe thing right now, but it's becoming really popular. And a lot of people I feel like don't even recognize that esports is becoming such a big thing. When you look at the college league that we play in, there's I think 450 colleges just in our under the organizer. So there's a lot of excitement around esports, especially at the college level. And then professionally, there's tons of, global esports leagues. So if I ever had an opportunity to come back to esports, whether, practicing law or doing something for some team, I would totally be interested. I think esports is so cool and is on the precipice of a absolute explosion in popularity globally. And in our marketing, we reach out to a lot of high school students, and the excitement that's getting me to think that esports is about to blow up is the amount of high schools that now have esports programs. And you've got 14-year-olds that are starting to play. By the time they get to college, they're like 4-year actual competitive players. They're coming into esports actually like as esports players. They're not, they're getting recruited. So yeah, I would absolutely be into doing anything esports related.
All right. Well, all right. Thank you. I believe that's all of the questions I have for now. Is there anything else you want to say before we hop off?
I guess just if anybody's out there and they're wanting to come play with us or, come join the esports team, totally feel free. Like you can either come reach out to me on like my Carroll email. It's just Sheppard. You can come stop by at the room. The room is almost always open. You can hit us up on Instagram or, on Twitch DMs, however you want to reach us. We're easy to find if you want to come play. And any game that's competitive that you'd like to start a team for or go compete on, we will fully sponsor you. We give you all your equipment, any registration stuff. The only thing that you have to do is show up, practice, and play. And we're going to take care of all the logistics for you. And you can really come start a team for anything. So don't be a stranger and feel free. And make sure to catch our streams at 7 p.m. on Wednesdays, because this is going to be an exciting year and you don't want to miss it.
All right. Well, thank you very much for giving me your time to interview. Hope you all are having a great day.
Big sky, small world, like a mountain high mountain alone. Took her to the big sky.
Thank you for tuning in to Big Sky, Small World. The music is by Alex Coulter. Please follow and leave comments on Instagram at bigsky.smallworld. Tune in next week.